Good evening. The title of my presentation, Tipping Point, is actually borrowed or stolen from me. He asked in his essay, at what point does a city become a city? At what point does a cluster of houses or land uses turn into something collective that we could call a city? My presentation today is actually taking that title and using it slightly differently. And it's arguing that at what point does the city stop becoming a useful entity for us to think about? Indeed, that point is now. We've been examining the city, staring at it, coveting it as the ideal place for us to live in for a bit too long. But this is the city that we live in today. This is Sao Paulo. It could be Shenzhen, it could be Beijing, it could be anywhere else in the world. They all look like this. They have boundaries, no interior logic, no order to them, and yet we still desire them. So if we talk about all these different places as city, why is city still a useful entity when it describes everything, every kind of human sentiment we live in? Shouldn't we be looking for other terms for us to describe the way we live, or how we live together?
I think architecture is able to present to us wish images about things that we would like to aspire to. So even though it doesn't represent the reality, a theme park could, if it is done well, transcend the reality that we live in, and help us imagine better futures for ourselves. If you ask me which theme park I would want to live in, I would like to live in a place that reminds me that I'm the world, and not in just one place. Shenzhen is a bit tight. I like the city very much because it does remind me of other places around the world. It makes me feel that I don't have to travel anymore. The world can travel to me. That's a power that architecture has, and I think it is a power that Shenzhen projects as an image to the world.
And I think that refers back to the quote that you used here, but you've also used it in another context. And you said something along the lines of, okay, in order for architects to become engaged, they need to become disengaged. Can you elaborate a little bit on that?
I feel that we as architects have been burdened too much with having to respond to the realities around us, to responding to the social responsibilities and all that. Yes, we do that very well, but we also have to show the world that in order to become a better place, architecture could produce alternatives for us. So instead of architecture constantly representing the reality and debasing people by making them feel that they belong to the place that they were born or the conditions that they live in, it can help them aspire to better conditions. It can take them somewhere else. So in order for architecture to project better images about the world, it should not always express the world. It should resist the world. It should present alternatives. And this is the kind of disengagement that I'm interested in. Not one where we're constantly trying to anchor ourselves into the realities which are not very good realities in many cases. Reality is usually a matter of habit, and in many cases it's a bad habit.